Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risks before investing.
Welcome back everyone to another Bitcoin update. So here we are on the 4-hour timeline. We've gone over these white and orange scenarios for the past couple of weeks for this white wave and A, B, C, and A wave. And then for this orange wave, this could have just been all of a corrective A, B, C. And then we could be working on a 1-2 setup to the downside for a third, fourth, and a fifth wave. This orange fourth wave can even extend all the way up to this higher C wave and A wave. So we will kind of have to keep it on the chart. Till then, we've pretty much talked about these scenarios for the past couple of weeks. So if you haven't seen those videos, make sure to check those out. I'm going to be more going on the shorter time frame, just a quick analysis part of things we could just be looking for to see for either scenario. So for the white A wave, our first confirmation is what we've seen is so far this is only could just be considered a 3-wave move if we get one more high, and that would still keep this validation of a second wave to the upside. From here on the micro, we also had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move down. And on the 15-minute chart, we also had a very small 5-wave move down. Obviously, it's just a very small one. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move down. And so far, we've only had a 3-wave move up. As long as we don't break above this swing high here at 71,734, that will keep the orange scenario of this being a 1-2 setup alive. Once we break above this swing high, it will obviously just invalidate that micro 5-wave move down, and we could just be going for a extended second wave before getting a rejection around the swing high of 73,855. It's even possible too, if we go back up, because we will be showing some liquidity that I want to show really quickly in this video of within this area between 72,000 and 75,000. We could even have a 3-wave move up, grab the liquidity, and head lower, and that would keep the orange fourth wave valid. It would just break the 1-2 setup to the downside, but it would keep this valid up here as well for a orange fourth wave. And with also being a 3-wave move, that would also keep it validated as well. If we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down, well then things could start to get interesting for this white A wave. Now, our support zone that I added is once we kind of break below this swing low at 65,700, that would kind of put it more intact of the orange scenario. Otherwise, we could always just be going for a extended B wave if we were to break below this B wave low as well. And for that, support zone is between 60,134 to 65,451. So that's kind of the analysis part. A lot of this movement on the shorter time frame, it really is just noise. I mean, there's not too much we could say about this. We haven't broke swing highs, so even though we did have a nice bounce from here, I mean, it's only a 3-wave move. We haven't broke swing highs, and it could just be forming a micro, for example, 5-wave move down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move down in a first wave, and then a 3-wave move up in a second wave where we could possibly get that third wave to the downside as well. So we'll kind of keep track of that. Just look for swing lows, swing highs, and our support zones as well. And those are kind of the scenarios that we were looking at. If we go over to the liquidity, which is something that I wanted to show here. Let me see if I can get it quickly over. stay a little bit more. And okay, we're having a bit of a trouble showing it, but I'll kind of keep things simple here just so you can see. So within this larger zone up here, we do have a bit of a liquidity within the 12-hour time frame. So we could possibly get that smaller degree pump to 71,000. On the weekly, we have those two zones between 71,000 to 73,000, like we were kind of talking about as well. And then that lower support region, which is down here at 65,000 as well. So if we go back to our chart, it kind of aligns pretty much between both scenarios that we were talking about, where we could see one more high, that 72 to 75,000 range, and we could get a rejection. If we do hold that and we get a fourth and a fifth wave up, well then that could be our confirmation that that A wave could be fulfilled, and then we could add a B wave support for an A, B, C corrective move, or then we can start working on that C wave up, 3, 4, 5 wave move up before we can possibly find that rejection as well. Now, another important thing I wanted to add is it's totally possible A, B, C. This could all be that larger degree B wave rally that we were talking about. For example, if we were to test this low here at 80,000, that would already technically be a 30% move, which is that larger rally in which we were talking about for the last couple of months in which we were looking to find. We said if there's two variations. If it's more of a impulsive move up, it could be a more possible all-time high we could get. But because it's just been so choppy, sideways, back and forth, very frustrating, it's very, very likely it will just be a corrective bounce where maybe we could just get one more high and get rejected, and that could be all of the B wave as well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. There isn't really too much happening today in the market. Bit of a sideways action, pretty much. We did have a little bit of a sell-off earlier in the day to 68,000 region before we got that smaller degree corrective pump, which could possibly be the start of this C wave and the A wave, or could just be forming a 1-2 setup to the downside. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.